Welcome to session zero, part one. Hee hee. Hee hee. Yeah, so today, for these session zeros, we are definitely doing them one on one, and so this part is Sylvia's character. Go ahead and introduce her.
Okay. Hi. My name is Barbara. She is a custom genasi actually. Is like she can mend and bend lightning. So yeah. She's also a bard. Her main goal is to just kind of like travel around the world and just play her music and such. That's her main reason of doing this.
All right, perfect. So 40 session zeros for both part one and part two with both the characters. It's gonna be going over backstory stuff, like why they're out there. Yeah, that's kind of the goal. So the characters will be level zero, and by the time next week the game set when session one begins, some time would have already passed for these characters to where they would be level one. All right, but without further ado, we are beginning. All right, Barbara. I know I said it wrong, Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara, I don't have my camera on, do I? I just realized that. You know what? I'm leaving it off. I'm gonna leave it off.
It's alright. It's
Yeah.
alright. I never see it either or any of the sessions.
Perfect. Well, Barbara, you are so you are a child, like very young. I want to say you're 10 years old ish.
Okay.
You see,
Okay.
yeah, you see a armored figure with two sickles walking up to your tent in the middle of the night. As like from like the silhouette of it walking up to your tent in the middle of the night, as a sickle kind of cuts through the tent. Your mother springs to action immediately. Springs to action immediately, pulling out pulling from a bag of holding a sword that you didn't even know she had to try to fight off this armored figure. Your father grabs his guitar, starts singing, and starts casting magic to help out. Your mother does get cut down a bit, but the armored figure does eventually leave. You don't really understand why the figure came or what exactly is going on. Your father said he'll explain it to you eventually, but you do know it left whatever the sickles were coated with left your mother very sick. You do end up waking up from this reoccurring nightmare 2 years later, around the age of 12. You and your mother barely holding on, barely being able to move. Your father and you are traveling through the desert on a sand sailor. So think of it like you know those like boats with like the two big bumpy things on the side, but it's like a flat center,
Yeah.
and like us like the sail isn't like your normal like triangle sail. Is more like a parachute shape as like a gem floats in the middle of it, blowing air through it,
Okay.
heading towards a city full of pyramids. Your father describes this city as the home as the home of the sun elves. He calls it Sumera.
Hmm.
While getting to the city, or like while you get to the city, your father says, all right, here's some, gives you some silver. All right, go ahead and gather some food, play around. I'm gonna head to the temple. It might be a couple hours before I get back. I'm gonna get some medicine for your mom. So how you going to spend this day?
Well, let me. What are my options here?
What are your options? You
Yeah.
can go out explore the town. You can sit with your mother and wait, but you're not alone. Like there is like people with her.
Hmm.
You know these people. You wouldn't call them family, but they've been traveling with you.
Okay. Um, do I know any like? Yeah, I'll just explore the town.
Okay, perfect. While exploring the town, you're not too used to this continent. When it comes to the humans and even the elves, they tend to be yeah, they tend to be very dark complexion, just like your mother. Your mother never really talked about her time here. Never really talked about her time here. So this is like a first for you. Even the people you
Hmm.
traveled with tend to be lighter, and your father isn't even human, so you don't even have that connection from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see a little elf girl in these robes, dark skinned, dark skinned elf girl. She's shaved bald, and she's got like these golden like tattoo patterns from like across her face. You can't really see the rest of her body due to the robes. And this is like one of like if not the only child you've seen around your age for a while. How do you
Um. Well, I'm definitely gonna try to approach her to see if like if we could play around or something, like see what I can do.
all right, you approach her. What are you gonna say to her?
Hey, I kind of noticed that you're the only other person who is the same age around me. Do you know any good spots for me to be here? And if if you like to, you could spend time with me.
Hmm, sure. Sure, I get in trouble sneaking out a lot anyway. And then she like takes your hand and like runs, like runs with
Oh,
you.
oh, okay then. She
So
starts
she does
calling.
take you to like so are you gonna try to make small talk with her in between?
Uh, no, I'm just kind of at this point like caught off guard slightly by the sun hand grabbing and just bolting down the the streets.
Yeah, so it doesn't take too long. She does eventually say, "Oh, well, my name's Nicole. What's your name?"
Huh? Oh, Barbara.
Oh, nice to meet you, Barbara. And you should see them. And she turns a corner here, and do see a few kids. Not all of them are human or elf. You like see like some dwarven kids, halfling kids, some like orcish kids, and maybe like a goblin or two. Like this town seems very diverse, for lack of better words, very diverse when it comes to like the different species that are here. And they're kind of playing soccer or football.
Mm. Or food, he says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're playing soccer. The other kids kind of gesture to you to play, for you two to play. Nicole like ends up like lifting her robes and starts tucking them into some pants that she's wearing under, so she can like move around and play.
Uh-huh, yeah.
All right, you're gonna join them? Or you gonna spectate?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna join.
All right, so you guys get in there. Roll a couple d20s for me. I want to see how well you do.
All right, that is a 12 and a 7.
12 and a 7. All right,
Yep.
so they're kind of walking you. The other kids are kind of walking you. Even your own teammates seem to be dribbling around you. You do end up getting a couple passes to you. You might take a shot or two, miss, but it's okay. It's okay. all
all
things are
part of
good.
the fun.
It's all fun and games. And older elf in the same robes that Nicola's wearing, female, female, with her hair uh, braided down to like damn near ass level, does
Mm-hmm.
come approaching. Nicole, and she like takes Nicole's hand. How many times I have to tell you, you wait for me. But sister, no, we cannot. You cannot be playing with the kids, with the other kids. You have classes. While you look at her, you do notice like her robes are different, but her robes do like demonstrate power.
Hmm.
Like this is an important person.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you gonna interact with the world, or you just gonna
Um,
watch the scene?
I mean, at the moment, I guess I'll kind of watch the scene since Nicole's like the only person really that I'm like pretty open to talk to.
So they kind of bicker back and forth, but eventually Nicole does just like get defeated. Sorry, Sister Teresa. And like she turns to the other kids. I can't play right now. Bye. As they start walking towards a huge pyramid-like temple in the middle of the city, of the town. One of the biggest structures you've seen.
Mm.
So after a bit of you guys playing, your father does seem to be coming out of the temple, also looking defeated.
As soon as I see like my dad coming out, I immediately start like running up to meet him.
Ugh. Hey Barbs. Did you have fun?
Uh, I think so. Yeah.
That's good, that's good. Hey, unfortunately, the medicine your mom needs, I can't afford. So, and like, so I'm gonna have to put you to work. Go grab your loot, and I'll get my guitar. We're gonna start. All right, we're gonna start doing some music stuff, just like we practiced.
Really?
Yep. Everybody loves to see a performing little girl.
That laugh was canon, by the way.
All right. So, your dad ends up walking back to like where the sand runner is, and he does like set up like put up like a little setup going. He like opens up like his guitar case. He opens up like his guitar case. Like leaves a sign for like tips. Leaves a sign for tips, explaining wife's sick, need help. Starts playing his music. Starts playing his music. You start to feel the tune and get a decent understanding of where he's going with this. So then you start to play. Um, Roll your performance with your performance.
That's a +4 on that. That's a nat 20 with a +4.
That's a nat 20. All right,
That's a nat
perfect, perfect. So you hop in perfectly. Like everything harmonizes amazingly. You even throw in your own little rhythmic to it, and he ends up taking your lead. A few passerbyers do come by, starts tossing in a couple silver, a couple gold, a couple copper. Like things are things are coming up. At the end of the day, you guys do end up with about 75 gold, more or less, between like the silver, copper, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But 75 gold. Dad counts it up. Damn, this isn't enough. I need about double.
Well, we always have tomorrow, right?
I don't think she's gonna last till tomorrow.
Mm.
As he like a lifts up the covers that your mother is under. Yeah, she's not doing so well, kid.
Then we gotta keep on trying.
No, your mother, while she was conscious, she wanted me to give up on this and focus on raising you. We've done everything we can between getting the knowledge that this kind of medicine exists and coming here. I spent all the money we had over the years.
At that point, she kind of like her face starts to like slowly disappear with her enthusiasm and starts like looking more dejected at the sound of like her dad just giving up on her mother at that point.
Yeah, you looking at him, um, like actually roll a d20.
Why?
It's just for like this information, or to see what information I'm going to give.
11.
11. All right, that's good enough for this.
Why did I make better rolls on here than my actual characters? Explain that to me, Cedric.
I don't know. Hey, like the luck's finally kicking in.
Like I had shit rolls from Michael, but over here with Barbara, and I'm not even having her actual character sheet out. I'm getting good rolls for her.
Hey, shit happens, shit happens. But
I guess so.
to but to this, you do notice your dad, like you know your dad. He's stubborn. He doesn't always do what he's told. One of the reasons he's spent a lot of his money is because he keeps getting in trouble with the law. He doesn't look like he wants to give up, and he really does look like he's like he's conflicting with his internal battles. But he looks at you and smiles reassuringly as he pats you on the head. All right. So let's try to have one last good day for your mother. He picks up his guitar. He puts his guitar back in the case, pulls out a harmonica, and starts to play that instead.
Okay.
Yeah, he like some of like the other traveling like travelers with you guys come back with like some food, water, and to like share with the group. You guys are, yeah, you guys eat around, and some of them pull out some instruments and start playing with your father as a couple start singing.
I start to harmonize with them at that point. Try to jump in.
All right, based on your last performance roll, we're just gonna use that. You do jump in pretty decently, not taking the lead, but definitely playing like with them. Definitely playing with them. And the day starts to settle by. The group do say their goodbyes to your family. Does say goodbyes to their family. Thanking you guys for letting them catch a ride on your sand runner. But now that they've come to their location, they're like heading out and moving on to their next spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from doing that, the night goes on. Your father decides to move the sand runner like slightly outside the city, start a fire, set up a tent. Not a tent, like pull out like the covers like for like the sand and stuff. Put up like a little bit of a wall and just like stares up at the stars with you. He like takes out a pendant that your mother is known for, that is known for wearing, and he just hands it to you.
Hmm?
Yeah,
Where'd you get this?
Oh, it's your mother's pendant. I don't think we've ever talked about the significance and why it's so important to her.
No. Can I know now?
Yeah. So a while back, before I had met your mother, she was, you know how the Sun Elves worship the spirits Ra.
Yeah.
Your mother had kind of a religious group like that too for another lesser known goddess. Call her the goddess of dreams.
Oh.
A
What was
lot.
the name?
Eh, depending where you go, they call her different things. Uh, wife to knowledge, Lola Blossom, Queen of Dragons, a few more. But overall, her main content was dreams and stories. The mask your mother has, the which she's performing, is heavily associated with that group. I too eventually do join the group, join the religious group. Not really for because I believe or follow her, but because your mother was just that amazing. Really talked a godless man like me into joining a religious group.
All for the sake of love.
Of course, of course. And he just like he's still like looking up at the stars. I was always more interested in just performing. But of course that didn't really get me much anywhere. So your mom and I ended up taking up some jobs to help uh that to help out with being able to pay for things, especially getting me out of debt. Jobs that we're not too proud of. Some people got hurt. We've had to lie to other people. In some cases, I've had to steal things. Well, we ended up making it through. The day you were born was the best day of our lives. Like he like struggles. Listen, kid. I was about your age when I was out here alone. I don't want the same for you, but I don't think I'm gonna be around much longer either.
She kind of looks at him with like concerned look in her eyes.
I was also I was also hit with the same curse your mother is, but I just have a higher tolerance to it. Mom only has hours left. I might get a few days, maybe a couple years at most.
Hmm.
But I'm not just gonna up and leave or just up and die. Your life will get started. I've sent a letter out for some of the people that your mother used to run with. Somebody will be coming for you. And then you can tell your own stories, write your own songs. Have a better life than what I was ever able to provide for you. Hell, for
But
all I know, the gods might actually answer you.
but you provided so much for me.
Uh, not really. Stolen a lot, that's for sure. But your mom was definitely the better one between us. She was always the moral compass and the guiding heart.
Yeah, she always has a heart.
So, it's a good thing that. So, the best thing for you without her is to find the people connected to her. You only knew my family. I think it's about time for you to get to know hers.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they ever will come, but the letter was sent. The only time will tell. As he like pats you on the head, gives you a kiss on the forehead. All right, I'm gonna get some shut eye, kid.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. And the night goes on. Um, you wake up in the middle of the night to some sounds. Father isn't next to you like he was before. But somebody is sitting by your camp, also wearing a strange mask. This one has kind of like a smiley face, and it's very similar to a design that your mother, to your mother's mask. And it seems like this figure is also holding on to your mom's mask as well. Oh, I didn't mean to wake you up, child.
Um, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Jester.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
Well, of course, I was part of the same sisterhood your mom was part of.
Really?
Of course, everybody knows the name. Knows the name of the legendary Cheshire. She like holds your mother's mask in her hand, kind of like Felon like, but with a smile.
What? What are you here for?
Hmm? The letter your father sent.
You're here to pick me up already?
Yes, I've been searching for you for about a week now. Maybe more. I can't really tell. As she like sounds excitedly, but I am sorry for your losses.
It's okay.
And like there is, and like while she says that, she points to two graves that she has buried, two burials.
She kind of Barbara just starts walking up to the graves to see is there any tombstones?
It's not really much of stones, but there's like your father's guitar cases on top of one.
Shit. She just kind of like hovers over the like these two burials and just solemnly just stands there. Eventually, like a few tears rolling down her face as she just now finally realized that her parents are gone.
Yes, I'm sorry. As she like pats you on the back. Your dad didn't like the idea of living on without her. So he chose to follow her into the next life. But you won't be alone. Not like he was.
I won't.
Of course not. I'll take care of you. I won't bring you back to the order. To the order, but I will teach you, even teach you some of your dad's tricks. As she like strings, as she like pulls out a violin and like strings a few songs. Like strings a couple chords and like magic starts flaring as little lights start coming out.
She just kind of like turns around to see like the magic that's like floating around her as she plays.
Yeah, it's like little dancing lights as they take like shapes of like a feminine and masculine figure just dancing along to the song.
she just continues on watching, like just admiring it.
She like, and there is a point where she stops playing and she hands you your mom's mask. I've made a little bit of adjustments to it, as like the mask came from like the mask, it does keep like the little cat ear like the design it has on it, but with like a more of like a little punkness to it, kind of like what your dad was known for, with like a little bit of like graffiti paint on it.
I take the mask and I just kind of like just hold it. I just stare at it.
Well, now yours. You can wear it whenever you want.
Thank you.
For your mom, it was a symbol of belief. But I guess in your case, it'll be your things that it'll be the thing that connects you to them.
You think so?
Only if you want it to. It can mean whatever you want.
She kind of looks down at the mask. Now kind of has like she like hums out for like a little bit. Just like 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 a slight smile on her face.
All right. And after that night, fast forwarding a few years, you fast forwarding a few years, you are, let's say, 20, and you've set off on your own. You have decent clothes, your mask is being worn, and you've got little and you've got your equipment. You've got some things with you, between a bow, a lyre, uh viol. I actually don't know how that's pronounced.
Viola?
There's no a.
For what?
It's an instrument.
What? Oh well, then I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, it's one of your instruments. Viol.
know. Oh, I don't know. It's in there. That's all we know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so it's one of the things in your inventory. And a performer's jacket. You've played for a few songs like out in different cities. For different cities by yourself. You kind of have a name. They call you the Cheshire Performer. The Performing Cheshire, sorry. They call you the Performing Cheshire. As you play through different instruments and playing through different towns. While wandering the desert, due to you never learning how to pilot a sand sailor, while walking through the desert, you do come across an oasis. You've been walking for a while. I'd say you're pretty thirsty, pretty hungry.
Yeah, I could stop to get some few foods.
While going to the while stepping to the oasis, did you see a big bird, a very big bird that's on fire,
Oh.
and an
Um.
old man, a darker complexion old man, big beard, grayed hair, gray, short cut hair, with a stick, eh, with like other smaller birds. And he looks,
Um.
and as he like looks to you, like he just acknowledges, like notices you. You can see his eyes are like pale.
I'm sorry. What again?
His eyes are like pale, like if he was blind.
Oh, okay. Um. Quick question though: is the big bird supposed to be on fire?
It's on fire.
It's not even like I can't even know if it's a phoenix or not. No, nothing.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing this.
Okay. Okay, so then I kind of just go up to him and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, but do you not know that your bird's on fire right now?"
Hmm? Oh, this old thing? Fiax, are you burning? And it just squalls. Ah, she's fine.
Uh, but she's visibly engulfed in flames.
Yes, and like he picks up like one of the little birds. This is like a white-ish. This got like little white feathers, and this one stings as it like charges with electricity.
Huh. Well, I'll be impressed.
And then and then like a bunch of them like chirping, like eating like some of the fruits on the floor. He picks up he picks up a fruit. Come, eat. You look hungry, child.
Thank you. I casually just grab one of the fruits and take a bite out of it.
And you do that. Oh, what? Why are you wandering the desert alone?
Oh, I'm just setting off for a next tour, I guess. I'm going to a different city and perform.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, in a continent like this where everything's so spread out, you'd have a lot better time traveling somewhere where everything's closer together. You make a name better that way, faster.
Yeah, that is true. But I want to be known throughout the entire world.
Hmm. The whole world. You definitely need to go somewhere where there's a bigger city.
Yep, I haven't gone there yet.
Well, in this country, it's a bunch of smaller towns. It's just full of a bunch of smaller towns. But there is a port town as he like points in a direction over by there. I'm not sure if you've ever seen an ocean before.
No.
Well, that port town, one of the designations, will take you to a major country. But it's gonna be off the continent.
Really?
Of course. I never tell a lie. As he like says with like a grin and he's like missing a few teeth.
That's a little bit ominous, sir. But okay.
Ominous. Listen,
No, no,
I might be blind, but I'm no fool. I'm no fool.
Um, do you, is there any sort of like charge?
There's always a charge.
How much?
Depends on who your sailor is. But I never really needed the sail.
Really?
Oh, of course not. This land's my home.
Hmm. So you just don't really like to leave?
Hmm. Maybe when I was younger I wanted to, but after becoming a wise man, I've decided to take my job seriously.
Well, that's good then.
Have you heard of the gods?
I've heard a few.
There's one in particular that is the source of my power.
Really?
Yes, this one, only a couple hundred years ago, decided to step down from his position in the heavenly land, come down to the mortal planes, and give himself up to three mortal men. Those three mortal men take his gift and pass it down through the generations. I've inherited this one. They call us Magi, or wise men.
Hmm. Care to explain what this god was and how important they were to you?
Mm, this god is very important. He was the source of all magic. But instead of it being passed up, being that title being for one person, he decided to split it amongst three mortals. And for the title Magi, that was his name. It was an important figure to your goddess. It's like
Really?
as he gestures to your mask.
Really?
I'm not sure if you're
Yeah.
wearing it or if it's just strapped to you.
It's strapped on on my hip.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he gestures to your mask.
Really?
Yeah.
He's affiliated with Little Blossom?
Mm. Lola was human at a point, and she had a strong connection to him.
Oh,
What?
keep on going. I don't really have anything to say.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a strong connection to him. Well, I guess he got tired of living forever. As do many. But what do I know? I'm just an old man.
Yes, but old man can be wise.
Yeah, maybe. But in my youth, maybe about your age, I didn't really think so.
And why is that?
I thought I was top of the world. Arrogant, strong hearted. I was a soldier. One of the best. Till I
Uh,
lost my eyes.
oh, you can't see anymore?
Not the same way you can. I've learned to rely on my other senses.
Well, I'm incredibly sorry.
It's always okay. Well, I will be heading out as like the big flaming bird just like starts like taking off, and he is, and like a bunch of like the smaller birds like start like latching onto him. He picks up his stick and just starts like twirling it, just as like sand like blows around him, and he's just gone.
Okay.
Eh, but the little sparky bird just didn't catch on to him. Just chose to like sit there.
Oh boy. I kind of like I try to call to the old man, but hold on, give me a sec. Give me, oh, mommy, hold on, give me a sec. No, I have not. Mom, oh,
There it is. All right, and we're back. All right.
hello.
Well, all right. You remember where you last left off?
Um, the Thunderbird was left behind.
Yeah,
That's what I remember.
Yeah, the sparky bird. That's exactly what it was.
Okay, so I tried to call out to the old man, but by the time that like like by the time I tried calling out to him, he's already long gone. So I was kind of like back down at the Sparky Bird, the way you were called. I'm like, well, what am I gonna do with you now?
Squaw.
Well, he says.
Oh, my bad. Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp,
Man, this
chirp,
is a
chirp.
great role play here.
Chirp, chirp, motherfucker.
I
Chirpity,
try to
chirp.
like I try to like put my hand out so like the bird can know that like I'm not dangerous or anything.
Chirp chirp. Just starts pecking at some of the fruits. And now the bird is looking around and it's like, chirp? Like that chirp sounded like a question mark.
Now they realize.
Yeah, now I realized what the hell had happened.
They left without you, bud. You gotta be more self-aware about your surroundings.
Chirp.
Here, why don't you come with me then?
Chirp chirp.
Yeah, you can be my little.
Roll an animal handling. Because it's still an animal and he has no idea what you're saying.
That is true. Should I use can I use my proficiencies?
Nah, just roll your dice.
Damn, that's a 4.
Sure. Now he's pecking at your toes.
Well, thank God I have closed-toe shoes, you know?
Yeah. Or he's attempting to peck at your toes.
I just kind of like take a step back, like pulling my foot away. I just kind of like put out my hand to try to like scoop the bird up.
It's like chirping profusely. It's sparkling, like charging, but it doesn't hurt. It's just like little ticks.
It's kind of cute, not gonna lie.
Yeah, just chirping profusely. He just gave up. Accepted his fate. Chirp.
She lifts up like one of her fingers and just like gently pets like their head, just so they can know that like she's not trying to like be anything. She's just trying to take care of him.
Roll another animal handling just to make sure you don't crush his skull.
It's one finger.
Hey, you have no idea how strong a human is.
That's an 18. That's an 18 though.
All right, yeah, you're chilling. You're chilling. All right, you officially have a baby sparkle bird. You gonna name the buddy?
Oh, I don't even know. Wait, no, I do know what to name him. I look down at the bird. I'm like, I'm gonna name you Zephyr.
You gonna name what?
Zephyr.
Zephyr?
Z-E.
Yeah, like the North Wind Spirit.
Yeah.
All right, I got you. All right, Zephyr officially named. So, yeah, what is your next move though? You gonna continue to the town, or you gonna head to the port city?
Yeah, I'm gonna take up on that old man and just head over to the port city.
All right, so, you do end up heading off to that city, walking several miles, but apparently what the distance wasn't as far as he made it out to be, because he started to smell salt in the air, and that's not something you're used to. So whatever your thought process is, go ahead and share it.
Okay, I'm thinking salt, and it's a new sort of smell in the air, meaning
Like you know what salt like smells like, but you're not used to like the idea of salt in the air. Just
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like process is like salt equals ocean. Ocean means right there. She keeps on walking. She's like, I know I'm close at this point.
So when you get there, or not when you get there, like after a little bit more walking, there is like a ledge of a like you're really like you start to realize how high you are, like on a huge ass dune of sand, and downwards you do see a city or a town with like there's like a ground town, and then there's a bunch of like town built over the water, like on bridges and stuff. Also, not something you're used to seeing as well.
Yeah, that's very interesting actually.
You see boats for the first time. Some of them look kind of like sand runners, but they're on water instead. But you do see
she's just
boats, like massive
she's just looking
ships.
around. She's just looking around in awe. No, this is completely new to her. She's gonna want to explore it a little bit.
All right, you start heading into the town. And you do see like a guy standing in the beginning, like at the entrance where it says, "Welcome to Portland, Lu." Oh, hello! I was like a really pale skinned man, covered like he's like covered. This man does not want the sun touching him. That's how covered he is, with like an umbrella hat. Oh, hello there! Welcome to Port Saint. Fuck.
Try again.
My brain still is, give it a sec. My brain's still ahead of its time. Port Saint Louis. Yeah, like I said it perfectly fine, like 3 times.
Like 3 seconds ago. Too. That's the funny thing.
Welcome to Port Saint Louis. How can I help you?
Hi. I'm just looking around. Really, this is all so fascinating to me. So it's a little bit overwhelming.
Oh, you must be one of the inlanders, huh?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay. So this is the ocean. I see, like, point to the blue stuff, and
Okay.
like he's like kind of flamboyant. He's got like a flamboyant like energy. This is the ocean.
Okay, so he gay. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like that's how he would have answered. Yeah. He would have.
Yeah. Okay.
He would have folded his hand like if he had nails too. Over there is the docking station where they got where they got all the boats and ships. You might find a few sailors there, maybe a pirate or two, but what's the difference? Am I right? Over there is where the restaurants are. Amazing seafood. Amazing. In fact,
Seafood? What's seafood?
seafood, oh my god. Fish, salmon, tuna. You might find some shark in there. Octopus, kraken. Kraken's amazing.
She's just looking at him a little bit dumbfounded. Like she's like, huh? Like like these are words?
You'll find out eventually. Enjoy yourself. And there is a tavern down that way if you're looking for somewhere to spend the night.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh. My bad. My screen went black. I did some shit. All right, there you go. All right, go ahead. So what's your move? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna explore. I'm just gonna wander around aimlessly.
All right, you're wandering around aimlessly. You're seeing a bunch of loud, rowdy people. You see like a few people with like bandanas, a few people with like hats, people with missing legs, people with like missing hands, people with things that you've never seen before. I actually don't know what's the best way to describe a fucking musket. Tubes. like a long tube cylinder, yeah, with like a kind of like an arch. You've seen small tube cylinders with kind of like an arch. You see strange pointy sticks with 3 heads. you, yeah, you're seeing like a lot of like new unique things. See men with swords, women with swords. You see eye patch people. You're seeing like a lot of variety between orcs, goblins, human, and elf, of many different skin tones and like many different features. You see some dragonborns in the mix. You're seeing some yuan teas, like top half human, bottom half snake. Normally they're aggressive, but for some reason they're very chatty and like living the life with the town, with the town folks.
Damn. Shit, I would want to live here. God damn.
You're seeing people. You hear like this very raggedy voice of woman just saying, just saying, "Last call before we set sail." Yeah,
That's so funny. You were so loud. Your mic cut off multiple times.
Oh, word. Last call before we set sail.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. There you go.
It might have cut out for the stream as well.
Glad I called it out then.
Well, what is you gonna do?
You know what? She might set up a little, like a little like station area. She sees a little spot, and she just walks over there and starts like setting up like a little thing, like a little performance area for her. Like she gets like her guitars out, her viol out, and she just starts playing and singing.
Roll a performance.
Okie dokie. With my stats.
Yeah, with your stats.
Fuck, that's. I mean, is 11 good?
11. You get some looker buyers. You're kind of off your game. Not the best you played, but still decent. Looker buyers. Some people have stopped. Yeah, some people are stopping by to listen. Other people are just tossing some coins at you. You're getting a little bit of silver, a little bit of copper. You're not seeing any gold or plat anywhere.
Okay.
I'd say, how long would you be doing this for?
For like an hour.
Let's say you end up with about 7 gold worth of copper, or copper and silver.
Okay.
Yeah, like you can rationalize that like however you want, but that's like the total, about 7 gold-ish worth of it.
Okay, that's funny. You want to know how much gold I have, actually?
215. I'm pretty sure I did that roll.
Now with the 7, yeah, it's
You know, like that is not like that is like for like session 1. Like how much you would have by session 1. The 7's what you got now.
Oh, the 7's what I got now. Okay.
Yeah. The 7's what you got now.
I see them. Okay. She just kind of sighs at that point. She's like, "Oh well, it's better than nothing."
All right. So what is he gonna do now?
Well, what time does it look like?
It looks like the sun's setting, or not setting, but like evening.
I'll go ahead and start heading to the docks.
You do so. You're seeing several sketchy looking people.
No.
Several. Some wearing bandanas, some with eye patches, some with missing limbs in some way, shape, or form. Some with extra limbs.
How's that possible?
4 arms. Between some men and women with like 4 arms, species that you've never seen. You see some merfolks, more yuan-tis, just like chilling by the docks and stuff. You're seeing a couple of bottom half horse, top half man men, women. You're seeing
Men.
things, people, persons. You're seeing strong, broadly people. Some like very skinny, thin people. Well, some are looking at you like you're kind of dressed too well. You're too well dressed. Because everybody's in rags in some way, shape, or form.
Not my type of crowd.
Yeah. One of like the Yuan T people. Hey
So
sugar, you
Megan?
lost. One of the Yuan T people. This is like a female. A top half, she's kind of wearing like a just straight up just a bra. Bottom half's got like some like skirt ish thing. Like on the top part of like the snake side, she's got like a belt. She's got like a belt with a like with a handgun attached to it, and a sword, a curved blade to her hip. She's got like a pirate's type hat above her head. Hey sugar, you look lost.
Oh,
As she says
no.
with a very long S.
Oh, no, I'm good. I think I know I'm in the right spot.
So you're looking for a ship captain.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Where are you trying to set off to?
Do you happen to know any big cities, in the other continents?
Oh, plenty. In fact, I'm heading to the west continent right now.
Then I like to go there then. How much would she just like gets all the copper that she has? How much would 7 gold be worth?
I will take you on for the 7 gold, but the rest you would have to work for. I'll put you to labor while you're there, while you're on the ship. By the time you get off, by the time we get to the location, you can go as you please.
She kind of just like looks over at like Zephyr that's like on her shoulders. She
Or
looks back at
yeah, did she actually like acknowledges the bird? Or you can give the bird. The bird will be the perfect price.
But no, he's a bird. I promised him.
But then you have to do the labor.
Labor it is then.
And she like reaches out for like the seven gold. Climb aboard.
And I reluctantly hop on board.
And young lady, what is your name?
Esmeralda?
Crew, this is Esmeralda. She will be sailing with us for the next couple months. Once we get to the, she will be doing some labor once we get to the, until we get to the port city in Florida. And they're like, whoa. They like very not enthusiastic. Cheer harder! And now they're cheering like seriously. Whoa! And thus, this is kind of where the session will end. This is the beginning of this is really your first adventure. The beginning of where your life is really gonna take you.
Beautiful.
So for y'all's out here, like I said, like I mentioned in between the break, if you guys like to, if you guys would, if you guys like this sort of stuff, feel free to like, subscribe, handle your things, you know, like all the good things. I've got a Spotify if you guys want to catch us on podcast form. If you guys are watching this on podcast form, I got a YouTube channel. I've also got an exclusive series on my podcast form on Spotify, and we're also going to be doing a YouTube exclusive show that's going to be going on like once a month. Not really sure exactly when we're going to start, and get like workout dates and stuff, you know. But we're gonna be doing that like once a month for once a month, and it's gonna be a YouTube exclusive. So so yeah, if you guys want to catch us live, we'll be around in between 9:30 to like 10:30 a.m. or sorry, 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. in between on Mondays to gonna be live if you guys want to catch us live. So peace out. Have a very nice day.